What on earth moves at 240 miles an hour and aims perfectly every time? You are about to find out. The sky. You were not born on the ground. Not really. The ground is where you land. The ground is where you eat. The ground is where the rest of the world lives its slow, heavy, earthbound life. But you belong to the sky. You were born on a cliff ledge so high that the world below looks like a painting. The wind up here is not a breeze. It is a force. It pushes against you constantly, tests you, measures you. And from the moment you open your eyes for the first time, you understand something no other creature on Earth understands quite the same way. Up is home. Down is a weapon. You weigh less than a kilogram. Think about that. Less than a bag of sugar, less than a large book. Your entire body, your bones, your muscles, your heart, your eyes, weighs less than most animals' heads. And yet, you are the fastest thing alive. Your bones are hollow, not weak, hollow by design, like carbon fiber tubes, strong and light and built for one purpose. Your muscles are dense and precise, calibrated not for brute strength, but for explosive, controlled power. Your heart beats at 600 times per minute at full speed. 600. Your tail fans and tilts like a rudder. Your wings fold into a shape that aerodynamicists spent decades trying to copy for fighter jets. When you pull your wings in tight against your body and point yourself at the earth, you become something that does not exist anywhere else in nature. You become a living missile. The eyes. But speed means nothing without aim. Your eyes are the reason you never miss. They are enormous relative to your skull, so large they cannot move in their sockets. You turn your whole head to look, like a living camera on a swivel. Each eye has two foveas, 2 points of maximum focus, where most animals have one. You see in 5 colors, where humans see in 3. Ultraviolet light is visible to you, which means the urine trails left by small animals on the ground below glow like neon signs pointing to dinner. From 300 meters in the air, the height of the Eiffel Tower, you can read the expression on a pigeon's face. You do not hunt by luck. You hunt by information, by calculation, by a nervous system so finely tuned that in the fraction of a second between spotting your target and beginning your dive, you have already computed the trajectory, the wind speed, the correction angle, the point of impact. You have already won before you move. And then you move. The dive is called a stoop, and there is no other word in any language that comes close to describing what it feels like. You tip forward. The sky tilts. The ground rushes up. Your wings fold back until they are almost touching behind you, your body forming a teardrop shape that cuts through the air with almost no resistance. The wind is no longer pushing against you. You are pushing through it. 50 miles an hour, 100, 150. The air compresses against your face. A special nasal structure, baffles in your nostrils, redirects the airflow so the pressure doesn't collapse your lungs. Your nictitating membrane, a transparent third eyelid, slides across your eye to protect it while keeping your vision clear. 180, 200, 240. At 240 miles an hour, you are faster than a skydiver in freefall, faster than a Formula One car at top speed, faster than anything with a heartbeat has any right to be. And you are still aiming. The target is moving. You adjust. A millimeter of wing angle change redirects your entire trajectory. You are not falling. You are flying downward with total intention and total control. And then you strike. Not with your beak, with your feet. Closed talons hitting at 240 miles an hour deliver a force that kills instantly, cleanly, precisely. The target never knew you were coming. It was over before the sound of your wings reached the ground. You do not chase. You arrive. You live on every continent on Earth except Antarctica. Cities, deserts, Arctic tundra, tropical coastlines, mountain ranges. You have adapted to every landscape humanity has ever built or left wild. In New York City right now, Peregrine falcons nest on skyscraper ledges and hunt pigeons between the buildings, the concrete canyons channeling the wind exactly the way cliff faces do in the wild. You did not adapt to the city. You looked at the city and saw a cliff. For thousands of years, humans tried to harness what you are. Falconry, the art of hunting with a trained falcon, is one of the oldest human practices on Earth, documented for over 4,000 years across cultures from the Mongolian steppe to medieval Europe to the Arabian desert. Kings and emperors kept falcons as the ultimate symbol of power and precision. To own a peregrine was to own the sky. But you were never truly owned. You tolerated the partnership. You accepted the food. You returned to the glove. But the stoop was always yours. The speed was always yours. The sky was always yours. The edge of silence. By the 1970s, you were almost gone. DDT, a pesticide sprayed across farmland for decades, had thinned your eggshells to the point where they cracked under the weight of the parent incubating them. In the United States, the eastern peregrine falcon population collapsed to zero. Not endangered, zero. Humans had taken the fastest thing alive and brought it to the edge of silence. And then, they brought you back. Captive breeding programs, reintroduction efforts, the banning of DDT. Decades of careful, deliberate work by people who understood what the world would lose without the sound of your wings. Today, there are more than 300,000 peregrine falcons alive. The greatest conservation recovery story in history. The fastest animal on Earth, returned to the sky by the same species that almost erased it. There is a moment at the top of the stoop, just before you tip forward, just before the dive begins, where you are completely still. The wind holds you. The sky holds you. The world is 300 meters below and completely silent, and you can see everything. Every movement, every shadow, every bird in a 3-kilometer radius. And for one fraction of 1 second, you are the most perfectly designed predator that has ever existed, balanced at the exact point between stillness and obliteration. And then, you go. Somewhere, right now, a peregrine falcon is climbing above the city it has made its own. The buildings are cliffs. The pigeons are prey. The sky is exactly what it has always been. Yours. You are the only thing on Earth that makes gravity work for it. You are the dive. You are the strike. You are the falcon.